Alright, this is going to be a second of not sure how many videos of pretty much my whole collection. And for those of you who haven't seen the first one, the link's in the description box to my first video, which is box 1. So this is going to be the second box, and by the looks of things, it looked a lot like Classic Superstars in here, but there are a few exceptions. Like this one, which is Mr. Kennedy, and backstory to this, it's very rare to find in Canada, along with the whole set, which includes Umaga, Mr. Perfect, Ric Flair, and this guy. So I wasn't able to find it. I bought it off Ringside Collectibles when it went on like clearance after he left. So that's that. Next is one that's very easy to find here, $1 Million Man. The only rare one in this set to find is the CM Punk. But DiBiase is one of the easier ones to find. And Toys R Us stores is where I got them both from. Now this, it's a little, tuck this back in. This is the High Flyers TLC set. Why is this open? Anyways, 3 guys. We got Bubba Ray Dudley, Jeff Hardy, and Edge. This is pretty much commemorating the TLC match, and you can see there. Nice figure. I got it from Adam's house for you guys who haven't guessed by now. Next is a very, very rare figure. Goes for at least $200 I've seen on Toy Wiz and other sites. This is Jeff Hardy and Umaga while they were feuding for the IC title. I got this from WWE Niagara Falls for I think $40. And then when I saw that it went up so much, I was quite surprised. Actually, not Toys R Us, is that so? From Toys in Toronto. Next, I don't remember where I got this from, but WWF Superstar Series 3, Mankind. And then we got the Classic Superstars of good old JR. Good old JR. Next, we got Mean Gene Okerlund, which I am going to put on the side because he is going to be at Comic-Con in Toronto. So this is over here. Next is a 2-pack, which is a WWE Shop exclusive from WrestleMania 14 of Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Here. Next is IRS. This was actually Legend Killer 410s at one time, and we traded. I gave him a Rick Rude, and he gave me this. I had 2 Rick Rudes, and then he didn't want this IRS one. So, we traded that. Next is Sabu, another one. I am going to be meeting him in Miami on Saturday at the Wrestle Reunion. So, I have this one as well, and it's open, so luckily I got it one that's sealed. We'll put this one on the side. Next is an LJN style Classic Superstars of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Pretty common one to find. And next is another one I'm going to be taking to Miami, I think. Yeah, Lex Luger, who is going to be there on Sunday. Then this set has Rick Rude, Scott Hall, Jake Roberts, and The Undertaker. So, it's a nice one. I'm going to get this one signed by him. On the side. Next is Jesse the Body Ventura. This one I got from 40 something Toys in Toronto. They actually have this whole set here, and I guarantee you they probably still have it. Toy Place doesn't really get too many wrestling fans coming in. But I remember when I saw it, I was marking out. I was marking out like a little kid. Next, this one I got to put on the side as well. This is a good box. Got a lot of stuff I need. Kane and Vader, and for Vader is going to be in Toronto and in Miami, so I'm going to save this one for when he comes to Toronto, because my suitcase is going to be pretty packed and it's windy outside. Oh, anyways, this one's going to go on the side. Next is another one I'm going to need, Roddy Piper, who is going to be at Wrestle Reunion in Toronto. He is not going to be in Miami, unfortunately. Last year I took this figure with me hoping to get it signed, and what happened, I was in line to meet Triple H. Roddy Piper was doing a Q&A in the ring. He was walking to the back, and there was a big section right where the entrance is. He was signing autographs as he was walking up the steps, and I had it in my hand. I'm like, all I have to do is run across the room or whatever and just put this in front of him, and I'm sure he'd sign it. But knowing that I would have lost my spot, but I could have asked the person in front of me now that I think about it. Look, I saw a thumbtack inside of it. You see that? Man, good thing I didn't stab my hand. The haters would have had a good laugh. Ha! Next is one of my favorite figures of all time. WWF superstar Shawn Michaels. This is pretty much when I was 6 years old. I remember 6 or 7 having this one and playing with it. This one, Bret Hart, Owen Hart, and I had them all. I think I have them all sealed now too, but one of my favorite ones of all time. Next is Scott Hall. This is Joe Scott Hall, and NWO style. He won't be at either Wrestle Reunion or thing, but I'm sure he'll be in Miami. But another nice one. Next is an Undertaker. What series are these? 2, I think? No, series 3. This was in that set with Lex Luger and Scott Hall. This is old school Undertaker. Look, he doesn't have the tattoos up his arm. And then we got a Jeff Hardy. And yeah, this is from the set from that 40-something games. But I actually got this at Niagara Falls for $26.99. What the hell was I thinking? God. Next is this one. Who are these guys? I'm just joking. These are the Wild Samoans. And I got this from Adam, I believe. Yeah, I did get it from Adam. A little heavy figure. These guys are a little bulky. But you can really feel it. The weight of this 2-pack is pretty large. They're large men. We got the legend, Ken Shamrock. Another easy one to find. And this one, George the Animal Steele. Funny story, 2 years ago, Toronto Comic Con, he was advertised to be there. I go to the place, I ask the guy, do you have a George Steele figure? He said, yeah. I get it, I buy it. I look for him. I said, oh, George Steele is in here? He said, oh no, he canceled. I'm like, why the hell wouldn't you tell me this when I asked where the figure is? As you saw, I was buying the one for all the other guys who were there. Guy hustled me. But I'll get it someday. Next is Billy Kidman. Cool little one. Actually, speaking of which, Lance Storm. What the hell happened to this? Freddie Blassie and his little thing. I don't know how that happened. Oh, whatever. Not like I'll be meeting him anyway. Lance Storm is in this one set, and he's going to be in... I don't have this figure, though. I should go find one. Epic Lance. And this is a limited edition Hulk Hogan from the Draft Special Edition, it says on the side. And limited edition of 22,500. So, whoever has those ones, you know what I'm saying? And this, actually, I think I have a Chris Jericho one like this already. You know, in the back it tells you how many guys were made of each. I don't know if you can kind of see that. The rarest one would be DDP or Torrie Wilson, because on Torrie Wilson it says In Your Dreams. It's not very specific. But Hollywood Hulk Hogan. I'll just do 2 at a time now. Barry Windham. And we got Bad News Brown with a rat. I don't know why that's there, but there you go. And then we got Taz and Eddie Guerrero. And this one I got from that 40 Thing Games, and this one I probably got off Ringside Collectibles. And then this is a Beer Money 2-pack, which is signed by James Storm. But this jackass over here, Robert Roode, didn't want to come out in front of his own Canadian fans because he was too scared of something. He never showed up, never came out to sign for the fans. So I just got one. This is a little toy car of Bret Hart from WCW, and on the back has a nice little picture of Sting. And then we got Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and last is Rey Mysterio, which I also got from WWE Niagara Falls for $22.99. sometimes I wonder what the hell I'm doing. But that's all. Box number 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in number 3.